Hello, everyone. Let me ask you, have you seen AI implemented in your work environment? Or maybe you or someone you know lost their job as a result of AI? For some of you, I'm sure that's true. However, I'm also sure that some of you have a job as a result of AI. By definition, artificial intelligence, or AI, is technology that enables computers and machines to simulate human intelligence and problem solving capabilities. That definition comes from IBM, a multinational technology company. There are many examples of AI we might use every day, such as Apple Maps or Google Maps. These map apps allow users to reach destinations quicker with up-to-date traffic information. Then there's text editors such as Grammarly and AutoCorrect. They provide their users with a better writing experience that can sometimes fix easy errors. And there's autonomous vehicles, which are said to potentially lead to safer road conditions. You might be thinking that some of these or all of these functions of AI are great. However, as AI continues to develop, according to the Pew Research Center, it is unclear if AI will lead to job losses, but that is certainly a possibility. If jobs are lost, there will be negative impacts. One of those would be a higher unemployment rate, which would result in lower household income. This could have a real impact on families, especially single parent households where one parent is the only income they have. If that parent loses their job as a result of AI, it could cause a lot of strain for the family. It could also have psychological impacts. Work is very important, especially when it's paying bills and it's providing the family with food and shelter. So if a person thinks they might lose their job as a result of AI, it could cause a lot of stress and anxiety and just have an overall bad impact on that person. Although there are potential drawbacks of AI, they're not all guaranteed, especially if it can be handled properly. Past technological advances have actually led to an increase in jobs. In a podcast by McKinsey and Company, it is stated, quote, "We find that over 19 million jobs have been created as a result of the personal computer and internet. We see a net gain of 15.8 million jobs in the US over the last few decades." Now, let's take a step back here and look at some positives and negatives of AI. Starting with the positives. The first positive is efficiency. This is a result of task automation because, let's face it, AI can perform some tasks faster than a human can. Then there's data analysis. AI can look at a larger sample size of data a lot faster than a human can. Assistance in medical diagnosis. When dealing with medical diagnosis, there's patterns and common traits of different diagnoses. And if AI is involved, it could potentially lead to diagnosing a patient with a certain medical condition quicker. And then the advancement of autonomous vehicles, like we mentioned. As for the negatives, as we talked about, job displacement could be a big negative of AI. Then there's ethical concerns about bias and privacy. When dealing with any technology that's supposed to mimic human behavior and thought processes, there's always a concern that bias and privacy concerns could be an issue. Then there's the security risks from hacking. This goes back and forth with the last idea about ethical concerns, about bias and privacy, and then security risks kind of work hand in hand with that one. And then lastly, the lack of human-like creativity and empathy. A big concern of AI is that it won't be empathetic like a human would, or would lead to no creativity. With the future of AI somewhat uncertain, there are actions you can take to better protect yourself from potential job loss. First thing you can do is work hard to be a valuable asset for your company. Make yourself irreplaceable. Go to work every day with a smile on your face and an attitude that says, "I'm going to do a great job today," and you're going to impress your employer, and you're going to make yourself seem irreplaceable. Secondly, you can talk with your employer to see if the company has any ideas of how they might implement AI and how that could potentially impact your job or your role. Lastly, you can do some research to figure out if your field is likely to be impacted by AI. This goes for high school graduates as well, who are looking to decide what they want to do in college or not go to college and do a trade school, whatever they want to do, you might want to make sure that your field has potential job growth in the future. I'll leave you with one last piece of motivation. If you work hard and do your best to be a good human being, there is no way that AI can measure up to you. Thank you.